Hey guys.
Hey, are we live?
We are live.
All right.
Welcome to the stream. I'm glad you found it over here on YouTube. So we had a little bit of a mishap with Crowdcast. Their servers don't seem to be wanting to work with us. So we just moved it over here, and so far it seems like this is going to work out a lot better. So I'm glad you guys were able to follow us over here. And I think we should probably just hang out for 1 second just to let everybody get over from Crowdcast. I think a few people might not have yet gotten the message. So let's hang. Do you know a joke, Tony?
Oh man, a terrible joke, Tyler. Do you guys know the difference between a good joke and a bad joke? Timing.
What? Didn't you mess that up one time at a show?
I had good timing on it?
Yeah, it was too good of a timing.
Probably not. I'm really good at that joke because I have terrible timing with my jokes.
Cool. I can't see your chat right now, so I'm gonna try to figure that out and make sure I can see what you guys are saying. Kind of important in a live stream,
right,
to be able to lively see real time, see what people are saying.
Yeah.
Ooh, I like that waiting music.
Little music.
Oh, I can see you guys' comments now. All right. All right, cool. I can comment too.
Nice.
Sweet. I think everything is working now, so we are good. And I also just want to thank you guys for doing this stream with us. It's been really a kind of a crazy time not being able to tour. We tour so much normally outside of, YouTube. Yeah. And, that's a huge part of our sort of what we do as musicians, and to not be able to go and play shows has been very challenging. So this is an awesome way to sort of recoup some of the tour income and also just connect with you guys in real time, which is my favorite thing. Although I love YouTube videos.
Yeah, me too.
I just feel like real time is better.
Yeah, it's really wild to think that we might have seen a lot of you already in Australia and Europe between when this whole lockdown started and now. But instead we're coming to you from the house, which is great.
Yeah, we've been getting a lot of emails from people who are reminiscing about saw you in Munich, saw you in Austria and in London, and just thinking about and sharing photos with us of that, and it makes me sad. It makes me happy, but it also makes me a little, nostalgic. So
yeah,
this is kind of bothering me. Okay, should we? Let's see. It seems like
is there a good chunk of people here?
It says 500. So let's see what it says over on Crowdcast. It looks like my message is still very much there on Crowdcast. Okay, well, should we go for it?
Yeah, let's do it.
All right.
People will keep trickling in.
They'll trickle in. This will be a decent length broadcast, so hopefully they catch some of it live, and they can always replay it later. And you guys can replay this stream anytime you want, so. All right. What were we starting with? Oh.
A little,
let's go for a run.
Runner action?
Yeah.
Oh, I was doing it in,
let's do it in G.
In E, actually.
Oh, in E.
Is that weird? That's what we did in the YouTube video.
All right. I like it.
Okay.
Going deep.
Yeah, it's a little darker.
Going throaty. Cool. Just making sure that the stream's working. Everything's good. All right. Cool.
Cool.
I'm very neurotic about everything, and streaming included. So, I'm gonna probably be checking on this a lot. Let us know if anything goes awry. We are running our own sound today and our own video, so let us know.
You ready?
Yep.
These days grow long and these nights are cold. These chains are old. just a runner in the sun.
All right, pick one, Tone.
Now I don't want your war machine, the Tin Man dream, the smoking gun. I don't want to hurt no one. I'm just a runner in the sun. And I know you want for me to stay and take your name and fall in love, but I'll be gone when morning comes. I'm just a runner in the sun. These days grow long, these nights are cold, these chains are old. I'm too young, so I'll be gone when morning comes. I'm just a runner in the sun. I said I'm just a runner in the sun. One more time. I'm just a runner in the sun.
Awesome. How did that sound, guys? Is that working out? Good sound. All right. Thank you. Awesome. I'm glad that's working.
Cool.
It's starting to rain in Minneapolis.
Oh man.
Oh man, it's really, really, really sunny here, like every day. Although we learned about a thing. We're in LA now, by the way. We moved a few months back. Really liking California, but it turns out there's this thing called June gloom.
Yeah,
We-
new to me.
Yeah, Tony discovered this by looking up why is it cloudy every day in June. It seems like every other month in California it's always sunny, except for June. It was cloudy for like 17 days straight. So
Yeah.
we looked it up. Turns out it's just a thing. And I actually really enjoyed it. Cloudy weather is my favorite because it makes me feel not guilty about reading in my room all day.
Yeah, I could do June gloom like 9 months out of the year.
Yeah.
Should probably live in Seattle, really, to be honest with you.
Although I feel like your natural habitat is kind of like on the beach. You seem like you're blending right into the beach vibes, or you would be if there weren't a pandemic.
Right. I like to picture myself eventually being a beach bum.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Surfer bum.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool. Okay.
Cool.
So let's do. This one's gonna hurt. So we got a bunch of requests. That first one was for Robert, and I'll see if I'm gonna butcher. I'm gonna butcher all the last names today. So it's Robert Schilf. And then the next one is this one's gonna hurt. We're gonna do for Dean Gargano, and then a few other people. I just kind of picked a certain name. So for anybody who requested this one's gonna hurt, this goes out to you guys. Okay. I'm gonna mute this. Mute. All right. Cool. Ready?
Let's do it.
You say you got my number from a friend. Now you're at my door just dying to get in. You don't know the fire from the wood. You can come on in, but I don't think you should. Now I'm not gonna say I'm keeping score, but you should know I've been in love before, and the sequel's never equal to the first. So there you are again outside my door. A little puppet dog just waiting round for more. And you can sniff around all day and not find my heart. And you can come on in, but this one's gonna smart. It's a Friday night and you are all alone. Cause you're sitting there just waiting by the phone. I'm gonna stop you there cause it might never rain. Yeah, you can come on in, but this one's gonna sting. Is it Friday night and you are all alone? Cause you're sitting there just waiting by the phone. I'm gonna stop you there cause it might never end. You can come on in, but this one's gonna sting.
Fun.
I love that song.
It's D. Lee asks, what is the name of the song? It's This One's Gonna Hurt is what it is called. Okay, somebody says that they lived in LA for a while in the 70s and it was smoggy. It's still smoggy.
Yeah, it's still pretty smoggy. I have like terrible sinuses, and this is really interesting, I'm sure. And I really struggle out here. It's awful.
We're getting old. Bad sinuses.
I've had bad sinuses my entire life.
Yeah.
We have an oldie up next, an old original, I should say. Stay Away From Me, Love, and I don't know if we got the name of whoever requested this one.
Oh man. No, but I know it was somebody from Japan.
Okay,
So this goes all the way out to Japan.
if you're someone in Japan that likes this song, this is for you.
Yeah. And when I first wrote this song, I wrote it on a ukulele, and don't have that anymore. But we just have to imagine this guitar being a lot smaller and only having 4 strings. Okay. It's called "Stay Away From Me, Love." Did we say that?
I said it.
I'm being redundant. Okay, I'll just start the song. Love, you're a jerk and a drunk. Oh no, how does it start?
You're a jerk and a drunk and stamp and you'll spit.
Love, you're a punk. You're a punk
Oh,
first.
okay.
Makes more sense. Love, you're a punk. You're a jerk and a drunk. Though you'll stamp and you'll spit and you'll swear you're my best friend. Ah, but what did I say? Oh, what did I say about coming round here again? Now, did we ever ask for you to jump inside? Oh, no, we never asked for you to wreck our lives, but here you are. Stay away from me, love. Love, you're diseased and I'm sick, 'cause I see I could search my whole life. There's no medicine, 'cause what kind of pill or what kind of shot could get the poison out of my skin? Now every time I think that I've recovered and I'm fine, a handsome boy lets out a cough and a smile and you're back again. Oh, stay away from me, love. Oh, am I too cautious? Sometimes I think I'm just paranoid, but I get nauseous when you come around here and you're acting coy and you put all your hands on the handsome boy. Oh, love, you're a bum
show up with your mug and you beg for anything I've got. But where can I go? And how will I know if I will ever be free of you? 'Cause love, you got the scent of my blood. And you never give up when you know that you should. So you will find me again. Stay away from me, love. Oh, it's so obnoxious. Sometimes I think I'm just paranoid, but I get nervous when you come around here and you're acting coy and you put your hands in a handsome boy. Love, when you come, you will say you're a victim. You'll cry, you'll yell, you'll say I've done you wrong. You show your broken wing and say your broken things, and I will feel myself pushed along. But all I ever wanted was the comfort of a lie. All you ever offer is the comfort of goodbye. So I still hate you. Stay away from me, love. Yes, I still hate you. Stay away from me, love. Oh my God, I hate you. Oh, stay away from me, love.
I don't know if you noticed, I changed a few lyrics in there accidentally.
No, I didn't notice at
I
all.
just made them up. When you can't remember the words to your own song, the beauty of writing your own songs is that you can just make up the lyrics as long as they rhyme. So that goes out to our fan in Japan. I think we might have a couple of fans in Japan.
Hopefully we have more than one.
Yeah. That's awesome. Cool. Let me see if I can get a better view of the chat so I can see what they're saying.
If you're just tuning in, we had to move the stream over from Crowdcast. We're having a couple of issues with the servers over there. But I think YouTube's been going off without a hitch so far, so far so good. We have a couple more originals after this. The next one we're going to play is Million Girls, and it's off of Rerun City. It's probably my favorite track off of Rerun City, actually.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah. Thanks.
Awesome.
Actually, my favorite part of it is probably the bass line, which I did not play, but Andrew's a great part writer.
Cool. Should we do it?
Mm-hmm.
Cool. You count it?
Yeah. Trying to think of the tempo. 1, 2, 3, 4.
There's a million girls in magazines, lipstick bathing beauty queens. You don't see them, do you, dear? And there's a waitress with a sweet tattoo. She's gorgeous and in love with you. But you don't even care, 'cause you're living in the age of me and all my stupid blunders. I found a palace in your bed. What a lonely raid. I sit upon my throne and wonder, who is the subject at my steps? Your friends keep trying to take you out and show you what the world's about. But you don't even try. And there's the smartest girl who writes you letters. She'd love to get to know you better. You can't seem to find the time, because you're swimming in the wake of a riptide love that pulls me under. And now you're drifting out see or be your everything. Someone wear your ring, but it's not me. Nah, it's not me. And still you're living in the age of me and all my stupid blunders. I found a palace in your bed. What a lonely way. I sit upon my throne and wonder who is the subject at my steps.
Awesome. Strumming is incredible, Tony.
Oh, thanks.
Tony is incredible. Yes, she is.
Just inflating my ego now.
Cool. Clap, clap, clap. We see clap emojis. That's nice. Makes us feel a little less alone here in this room.
Yeah, I'm glad I don't see like too many poop emojis or anything going on.
I guess the stream is not over yet. You never know. Oh, somebody gave us a Mexican restaurant recommendation
Nice.
on Pico. Nice.
I may have already been there.
Yeah, you've been eating a lot of tacos since you got here.
Yeah,
That makes sense.
it's kind of the thing.
Aw, people are saying to enable super chat. Well, you guys already paid for this stream. We appreciate that you supported us and you know purchased the stream and helps us a lot. I don't know how to enable super chat, honestly. I didn't even know it was enabled for the first stream, or is it just this button? No, I don't know how to do it, but I really appreciate you guys, you know, helping us out. So, if you're just joining us, we have moved. You have found us. We moved from Crowdcast. Their servers were not working with our OBS, so we had to move over. We're glad you are here, and let's see.
And if you missed the beginning of it, you can replay the whole thing after this is all over.
Yeah, so it'll be here probably forever on some distant server somewhere. Well, since we were just talking about how awesome Tony is, let's have Tony sing a song.
Oh boy.
Oh boy.
Okay.
I've been hanging out uptown in that low-down rain, watching Good Time Charlie fans driving me insane. Up on shady Charlotte Street where the green lights turn red, wish I was back home on the farm in my feather bed. Got myself a rocking chair to see if I could lose them thin dime, hard time, the hell on Church Street blues. Well, I got myself a paper friend, read yesterday's news, and I folded up page 21, stuck it in my shoes. Gave me a nickel to the poor, my good turn for the day, and I folded up my old billfold and I threw it far away. And I got myself a rocking chair to see if I could lose them thin dime, hard time, hell on Church Street blues. Wish I had some guitar strings, the old Black Diamond brand. String up this old Martin box and I'd go and join some band.
Maybe this band.
Guess I'm gonna stay right here and again sing a while. Try to make you a little change and give you folks a smile. Got myself a rocking chair to see if I could lose them thin dime, hard Church Street Blues. Thin dime, hard time, hell on Church Street Blues.
Cool. Awesome. She's looking at us. Yay, says Regina.
I try to.
Jeremy seconds Tennessee Waltz, so somebody must have requested that.
Cool.
Do we have that on the set list? Yes, we do.
Yeah.
That's a little later on our little set list here. What do we have next? Oh, before we get to Tennessee Waltz is kind of a sad song. It's a very sad song, really. But I would say this song is even sadder.
Let's try to find the saddest one before this live stream's over.
Yeah. This is a song called Hold Me Before I'm Gone Forever.
Hold me before I'm gone forever. Underneath the setting sun, I wish we could make that trip together. But that old train is boarding one by one. My dear, we have traveled far together. We climbed the mountain, swum the sea, and still there are so many places calling us. Won't you see the rest for me? Hold me before I'm gone forever, 'cause it's all that we can do. I wish we could make that trip together, but I'll go on ahead and wait for you. It's true that my candle's burning lower, but I'm content to hold your hand. The mystery of the dark, it never bothered me, 'cause your love is all I need to understand. Hold me before I'm gone forever, 'cause it's all that we can do. I wish we could make that trip together, but I'll go on ahead and wait for you. I wish we could make that trip together, but I'll be waiting somewhere, dear, for you.
Well, I just realized we didn't coffee cheers.
Oh, gosh.
I mean, it's not Sunday, so I think we can be excused for forgetting. But
What day is it? Saturday.
Saturday. It's so
Lord.
rare that we are hanging out with you guys on a Saturday.
Yeah. A rare Saturday appearance.
Does Raina ever play solos? I do, in the comfort of my own home where nobody has to be exposed to it. Maybe one day I'll bust out some ripping solo in a YouTube video or something.
Yeah, we should do it.
When I can do like 87 takes of it, and then you guys will never know how many times I failed before I nailed the solo.
I think we already told the story in one of our live streams, but we were playing, what's that Tom Petty tune?
Wildflowers or... Roll Another Joint.
Yeah, we were playing that at the 331 Club one time, and just for fun, I handed my guitar to Raina to play that solo, because it's just wailing on that one note, and unbeknownst to her, I just cranked the gain on it, so she couldn't be quiet, And it was rock star. It was super cool. He totally tore the place down.
Yeah, that solo in that song, if you ever listen to it, it's literally one string just being bent up and down. Just yeah, exactly. That's exactly what it sounds like.
Yeah.
So I learned that. It was, a challenging learning
You
experience.
totally nailed it, though. It was great.
Yeah. So we switched guitars. Tony turned it up, and that was maybe my favorite moment of any live show. It was that moment because it was so surprising.
You got to feel the power.
I never wanted
guitar.
to put it down after that, and then I did anyway. And that was the last of that. Somebody says that we should write the COVID-19 blues. Definitely, I started writing a song kind of about a similar, what we're all going through. But it's just so we're in the middle of it. I don't know that we need a song about it right now. Maybe later we'll, that's when we can all reflect in song and poetry and art about this stuff.
Yeah.
But it seems like you just can't escape it. That's why we're live streaming, Raina, do you ever get caught off guard when people call you by your real name, or does it ever happen? It does happen, and it doesn't really catch me off guard. It's just that I think I'm more used to hearing Raina because that's my artist name, and it's generally when I'm in a music mode, I go by that, and it is maybe a little bit surprising, but I'm also used to my legal name too. So you can call me whatever you want. Maybe not whatever, but cool. Still working on Einstein 1905. Yes, I actually just kind of finished it the other day. There's a tiny little part of the bridge that I'm going to change, but eventually I'm going to put that out on the channel. I'm excited about that song. Should we do another one?
Yeah.
Shristi I believe on Twitter, requested this one.
Cool.
Emily, I need to ask you, 'cause you would know better than I, if telling the truth would mean breaking his heart, then would it be better to lie? I've been keeping the peace with my silence, and I know he believes that I'll stay, but life won't stop dealing me cards full of feeling, and I just can't throw them away. I would pray to the Lord for forgiveness if I thought he could still hear my voice, but what I need more is a way out the door from all of this falseness tonight. Oh, and Emily, I need to ask you, 'cause you would know better than I, if telling the truth would mean breaking his heart, then would it be better to lie?
Well, work it out there, Tony.
At this point in time, I'm still walking alone by his side, but we're getting close to the end of the rope, where my needs and my conscience collide. Oh, and Emily, I need to ask you, 'cause you would know better than I, if telling the truth would mean breaking his heart, then would it be better to lie? And if telling the truth would mean breaking his heart, then would it be better to lie?
Shristi, that goes out to you. Hope I'm not butchering all these names. The next one I think was also from the Twitter. I feel like I really like. Yeah, I really like Twitter. I started out being like an anti-Twitter person because I was like really preferred the other social medias, but lately I've been getting a lot of my like immediate news from Twitter. I don't post there very often, but I sign in every day and look at the news tweets.
I just have not been taking in news lately.
Yeah,
Just been
it's probably for the best.
looking at my Boggle game, and that's where I get my news.
Yeah. You're getting pretty good at Boggle.
I'm getting really good at Boggle. It's not a skill that's going to apply to any other part of my life, though, so.
I don't know. It kind of like hones your spelling.
Sure.
It's kind of a necessary skill. All right. Whiskey down. I'll take another shot of that whiskey down, and I'll drag myself around this boring town, and somewhere between the reds and greens of the streetlights I'll find you. Now I probably won't, hey, but maybe I will. In all the tears I cry over the milk I spill will form a beautiful stream that flows wild and free from the fountains of the broken-hearted, where you're still moving on and I'm still going strong. But it won't be long till I'm cracking up in my heart. I know I can bear the load, but still it makes it hard when you didn't fall as far. And see, I can tell that you're doing swell while my private hell, it burns me up, and I'm loving you got me high, it's true, but I'm headed for the ground. So I'll take the whiskey down. I'll take just one more shot of that whiskey down, and I'll pick another jewel off my fool's gold crown, 'cause I'm the ruler of the fools in love in the kingdom of the broken-hearted. Now I said I wouldn't call, hey, but maybe I will, and watch the water fall over the dam I built. And when the levees all break, then every mistake will rush me back to where I started, where you're still moving on and I'm still going strong. But it won't be long till I'm cracking up in my heart. I know I can bear the load, but still it makes it hard when you didn't fall as far. And see, I can tell that you're doing swell while my private hell burns me up, and I'm loving you got me high, it's true, but I'm headed for the ground. So I'll take the whiskey down. Yeah, I'll take it down onto the ground. Switch it up. I'll take just one more shot of that whiskey down, and I'll pick another jewel off my fool's gold crown, 'cause I'm the ruler of the fools in love in the kingdom of the broken-hearted, where we're still moving on and I'm still going strong. But it won't be long till I'm cracking up in my heart. I know I can bear the load, but still it makes it hard when you didn't fall this far. And see, I can tell that you're doing swell while my private hell, oh, it burns me up, and I'm loving you got me high, it's true, but I'm headed for the ground. I'll take the whiskey down. 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 I like that like little slap bass simulation you just did on your guitar.
Someone's got to slap the bass.
I didn't know you could slap the guitar. It's pretty cool. Well, I guess I didn't know that, but it's pretty sweet. Cool. Let's see what we got next. Oh, this next one goes out to Jack. few people requested this one, so it goes out to all the people who like ghosts.
There's a lot of them.
Yeah.
I guess the most haunted place in America is in San Diego.
What?
Yeah, it's called like, maybe someone will know what I'm talking about. It's like the Whitney House or something. I'm gonna check it out.
It's an old house.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's always like some old manor or
Right.
something.
There's never like a newly renovated like suburban community that's really haunted. That just
That'd be
doesn't
really
happen.
funny. It'd be funny if like all the ghosts decided to move into like a nice new
They're
condo.
tired of these old houses. Find some new real estate.
That's the way to go. I guess you just gravitate to what you're comfortable with. But... All right. Actually, I'm gonna take one little sip of water. Oh, we have so much traffic on this street. Can you guys hear all the traffic? I hope not.
It was 3:45 a.m. alone in my kitchenette. That's where I met Bernadette, and I still can see her now. First she kicked on the wash, streaked across my TV screen, rustled the magazines, and blew my candle out. But how many days passed since then, since I saw her silhouette? Now I want her back again. Oh, my Bernadette. Was the strangest of summer dreams, those nights she spent hunting me. She touched me across centuries, I never felt alone. But one morning I knew she'd gone, left the lights in Victrola on. And I woke to the saddest song, a tune from long ago. Now it feels like I lost a friend. Now I find myself wondering, will she haunt my home again? Oh, my Bernadette. And each night when I go to bed, leave one candle flickering. She finds her way back again. Oh, my Bernadette.
Cool. Somebody says that they saw ghosts during a peyote sweat in Fort Totten, North
Yeah,
Dakota.
I would do it.
I'm from North Dakota. I've never heard of that. That's interesting. Fort Totten. Yeah, that will definitely bring the ghosts out.
Yeah. Also, like, there's some weird places to wind up in North Dakota that I would like not want to be on mind-altering substances for.
Also South Dakota. I feel like there's just a lot of like mystical stuff happening in the
Yeah.
Dakotas because of like, you know.
Driving through the Badlands is like one of the most psychedelic experiences you can have.
Yeah, there's just a vibe there.
Yeah. Yeah.
Cool. We've got another request. We're doing all requests today. I don't know if you can tell. We tried to write down at least one name for each one of these songs. And it looks like Doris Kilch. This goes out to you. You requested Morse code. Should probably tune. It's like getting hot in here.
Yeah.
I think it's all the equipment.
It's the thing about playing wooden instruments, you know? You get like 10 solid minutes and then you gotta start all over.
Yeah. It's nice though. It means they're real. And That's why they sound good.
It's a very positive outlook to have.
You had the postal service, the telephone wire. There were passenger pigeons to take your words up higher. Walkie-talkies, fiber optic repeat. There were infinite channels between you and me. It don't matter, pretty baby, it was a note upon your door. It don't matter how you said it, you don't love me no more. You don't love me no more. You don't love me no more. Could hijack the airwaves, say I want you back. Could put us in a novel, rewrite the past. String up the words behind a long airplane and wait for your answer to come back again. It don't matter, pretty baby, find the words I'm looking for. It don't matter how I say it, you don't love me no more. Could hire a man to swim across the sea and plant a little kiss in your cheek for me. Could write you a letter and cross all my T's and put it in the belly of a great submarine. It don't matter, pretty baby, find the words I'm looking for. Sorry, Tony. It don't matter how I say it, you don't love me no more. 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 You don't love me no more.
Awesome. So we are just obviously sort of figuring out how to stream with this nice audio equipment and stuff. So let us know if this is working out, if there are things we can improve. We're going to do more of these down the line, so we're going to always work to improve them, and we're doing them ourselves, so we'd love your feedback, and let us know what we can improve upon.
How are we doing on time here?
We're doing pretty well.
Okay.
We've got, let's see. I don't even know how long it's been. I think we started around 12:10, so we're not yet at an hour. We've got a few. We got a significant amount.
Okay.
A few more songs left. Cool. So, oh yeah, Shot 'Em Dead. Got a couple of requests for this one. Let's do it.
Number one was a young girl's dream, a high school captain on the football team. He was sweet, baby sweet, he was sweet on me. Senior year, oh, I wore his ring, and I was making him my everything, till I caught him in his car with the homecoming queen. I shot him dead, I shot him dead, I shot him dead. Woo! Bang, 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 bang. Number two was a man of the law, million plaques hanging on his wall. His name was Rob, drove a Saab, was a know-it-all. One day he took his little magnifying glass and he started waving it all over my past. He asked some questions that he never have asked, so I shot him dead, I shot him dead, I shot him dead. Woo! Bang, 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 bang. Number four was a girl named Jane. Her hair was red and her face was plain. We read books and we cooked and she kept me sane. We were happy for the rest of our lives, until the nursing home age 99. I stole her applesauce, I thought that she'd gone blind. Nope, she shot me dead, she shot me dead, she shot me dead.
Cool. I think it might have cut out for a second there, but okay. I think we're back. All right. So this is a funny, not a funny request, but like an unusual request. We don't usually play this one, but it's one of my favorite songs of all time. We got this request from Terry, and also our friend Katie Eisenberg.
What's up, Katie?
Yeah, it's cool that you're watching, Katie. And also, I think Regina wanted a Bill Withers tune, any Bill Withers tune.
Cool.
So we're doing Use Me.
All ready?
Yep.
1, 2, 3.
My friends, feel it's their appointed duty. They keep trying to tell me that all you want to do is use me. Yeah, but my answer to all that use me stuff, I said I'm gonna spread the news that if it feels this good getting used, oh, you just keep on using me until you use me up. My brother, well, he sat me right down and he talked to me, and he told me like not let you just walk on me. Now I'm sure it meant well, but when our talk was through, I said, brother, if you only knew, you'd wish that you were in my shoes. You just keep on using me till you use me up, till you use me up. Get me in a crowd of high-class people, and then you act real rude to me. But baby, when you love me, I can't get enough. And I'm gonna spread the news that if it feels this good getting used, oh, you just keep on using me until you use me up. Until you use me, till you use me up. Fun. That was a fun one. Nice. Cool. Well, we just have a couple more songs, 2 more songs, and then we're going to get to just a little Q&A where we just hang out. We drink more of our coffee and answer some questions and maybe just see what's going on with you guys. Fred just pointed out that in Shot 'em Dead I went from number 2 to number 4. That is true. I forgot the third verse.
Oh,
I was
man.
hoping you wouldn't notice, Fred, but you did.
You might not be a serial killer anymore.
I know.
I
Yeah,
don't
it's
know how
really...
many people you need to kill to be a serial killer, but
I don't know, but...
3 might not make the cut.
Cool. Many requests for this one. Rightfully so. One of the most beautiful songs of all time. I'm going to dedicate this one to my grandma who passed away a couple months ago. This was one of her favorite songs, and I wasn't able to be there because of the pandemic, so the people that were there with her played me playing this song to her with the phone in her last moments, and that was a really powerful thing. So every time I play this song, I'm gonna think of my grandma now. So this goes out to her wherever she is.
1, 2, 3.
Dancing with my darling to the Tennessee waltz when an old friend I happened to see introduced her to my loved one, and while they friend stole my sweetheart from me. I remember the night in the Tennessee waltz. I know just how much I have lost. Yes, I lost my little darling the night we were playing the beautiful Tennessee waltz. I was dancing with my darling to the Tennessee waltz when an old friend I happened to see. I introduced her to my loved one, and while they were dancing, my friend, she stole my sweetheart from me. I remember the night in the Tennessee waltz. I know just how much I have lost. Yes, I lost my little darling the night they were playing the beautiful Tennessee waltz. Yes, I lost my little darling the night they were playing the beautiful Tennessee waltz.
Awesome. Well, thank you guys. Appreciate that. All right, so let's end the little performance portion of this by whipping out the harmonica.
Do you just want to? Can you hear how loud this is?
Yeah, let's probably have to turn that down in relation to everything else.
I'm gonna back it up a little bit too.
Can you play it again? Okay, that's number 2, so. Raina, the audio engineer. Opening console. Okay, play again. Check, check, 1, 2. That seems like a good level.
Good?
Yeah.
Okay.
What do you guys think? Pretty good? There's a little bit of a delay, so I can't see the comments like right as they come in, I think.
Right.
Oh well.
Like 40 seconds later, it's gonna be like all caps. It's too loud.
Turn back now. Yeah. Somebody says it sounds good. All right.
Okay.
Cool. Well, this is our last song of the performance part. We'll hang out. Thank you guys again so much for hanging out with us. This is a lot of fun, and I guess my favorite way of spending a Saturday, playing music to a live audience. So. This goes out to Dave Roberts, among others, who requested this one. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3.
We started out with plans and blueprints in our hands. We were gonna build a perfect love. We got tangled in the wire, and our feet just got so tired. So we were this close to giving up. And now you got the secret, and I really hope you keep it. Do you know how I love the mystery? You're always coming late from work every day. I can tell by the way you look at me. I see that my, what a pretty line. Oh, just don't stop now, will you take your time? Cause I like the way you look when you don't think I know what you do. But I do. And oh sweet Lord, what a dreadful boy
I think that I'm addicted to your artificial kisses. Oh, I love the nervous way you stand, and all that added warmth when I hold you in my arms, even though the heat is secondhand. 'Cause you look so good, you look so new in those clothes I didn't buy for you. I know the way you lie, it drives me mad. And I've got a right to jealousy, and really this should bother me. I don't care, and you know I never have. Well, I never have. 'Cause my, what a pretty lie. No, just don't stop now. Yeah, take your time. 'Cause I like the way you look when you don't think I know what you do. But I do. And oh, sweet Lord, what a dreadful bore would my life be without your sweetheart. And the fiction of my life has always been enough for me. I see. Oh, harmonica. Let's rip some pages from these books and never take a second look. String up all our facts upon a stake, and we will torch it through and through, and we will watch the glaring truth shrivel up and wither in the flames. And then we'll set the fiction free, running rampant in the streets. The sky will glow with all our brilliant lights. Oh, and maybe then I'll see the truth that doesn't bother me, and I will get to sleep again tonight. Well, that's right. 'Cause my, what a pretty lie. No, I won't stop now. Just take my time. 'Cause I like the way I look when nothing seems to bother me. And I see that, oh, hot damn, what a fool I am just to play it cool. And it's everything, and the fiction of our love has never been enough for me. Well, I see. Oh, do 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 do.
Getting fancy with effects here.
Well, that's it for the performance, guys. Now for the Q&A.
Oh,
I'm gonna like just mute these condensers so they're not so hopefully not picking up too much traffic this whole time. Like, the street that we live on is very busy, and it kind of drives me crazy most of my life, so don't want it infecting the live stream as well.
I'm also sitting on like the squeakiest stool of all time, so I haven't been farting, but even if I were, you guys wouldn't be able to smell it, so it's totally fine.
Wait, can you still hear your microphones?
Can I hear them?
Wait, let me turn you back up. Turn you down for the harmonica. Try it.
Check, check. Check 1, 2.
Check 1, 2. All right. Cool. So, we got the chat going on. Encore, somebody says. We're definitely going to do these again. We're going to do more of them. So, hopefully we can improve them every time we do them.
Yeah.
Thank you guys again for, hopping over to YouTube, where we were able to connect with the servers a little bit better. So we'll figure that issue out, and it'll be even better next time. How did you meet Josh Turner? That's a good question. Josh actually, okay, so I think the way we kind of met was really just seeing each other's videos in related videos of ours. So I kept seeing Josh and Carson. It turns out they like all the same music we do. So when we covered Tennessee Waltz, we put it out there and saw that there was also a version of Tennessee Waltz by the other favorites. And
I think Tennessee Waltz was actually my introduction to them because obviously we covered the same song and YouTube really thought I should see their version. So it just kept popping up in my suggested videos.
And I think it was the same with Josh. So he was seeing our stuff and he reached out to me first. And it turns out, I think he reached out to me on Patreon, actually. We were both patrons of each other's music. And he reached out and was like, hey, next time you're in New York for a show or something, you should hit me up and we should collaborate because we have a very similar thing that we're doing. And that was the best because, I don't know, there's some sort of synergy between the four of us. I just really like performing with those guys. And, you know, we're kind of cut from the same mold, I think. So that was a good thing. Yes, David, you're welcome for answering the question. What was our reason for moving to LA? A bunch of reasons, really.
Yeah, I just feel like I've done enough of Midwest winters.
Yeah, that was a major reason.
That was actually probably my main reason, to be honest with you.
Upper Midwest winters, like northern, cold winters. And I grew up in Fargo where it's even colder.
Yeah, and summers, to be honest with you. Like, you get the worst of every season, really. It's super hot in the summer and it's super cold in the winter.
Yeah.
I guess, like, I did really love it for those reasons, too, but I could use a break for a little while.
Plus, this is just such a hub for musicians and, you know, people in sort of the field that we are in. So a lot of people to collaborate with out here and just a lot of resources for people trying to create music and YouTube stuff. So it made sense. And it was time I really wanted to see like just live in a new place for a while. And I've always been attracted to California. We've been touring here for a long time and just seemed like a good place to do what we're doing. So when are you coming to Fargo again? Peggy asks. That is my hometown. I'm sure I'll be back soon. As long, whenever I could start traveling again. Doesn't really seem like, well, that'll be for a while. So.
Yeah.
Why did you not use YouTube to begin with for the stream? Well, because this is a ticketed event and YouTube doesn't do that. So we used Crowdcast so that we could do the ticket thing. You guys were kind enough to follow us over here, so that's awesome. Will you play at the Hotel Cafe? That's an LA venue.
Yeah, we've actually played at the Hotel Cafe a bunch. It's like one of the best sounding venues in the country as far as like mid-sized clubs go, or really any size club. I really love that room and I love the staff there and pretty much everything about it.
Francine says, we Angelinos are glad that you are here. And I just learned that term the other day. I didn't realize that was what Angelinos called themselves. I love it. I don't know when we'll become official Angelinos, if we can ever really be, being from the Midwest.
Probably can't if you're not born here.
No, it's okay. When are you going to Norm's Rare Guitars?
Oh, it's appointment only, isn't it?
Is it really?
Yeah, I think so.
Wow.
I don't know. I think I gotta make like $1 million more and then I'm gonna hit it up for sure. I have been to McCabe's though. That's a great store. And like weirdly enough, Guitar Center Hollywood. I'm not like a huge Guitar Center shopper, but they have kind of an incredible selection of vintage instruments there. I was pretty shocked. So even the Guitar Centers in LA are pretty high up there. It's awesome.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. There are so many places I need to get to in LA. I mean, the whole point of living here is that there are so many things like that.
Yeah. It's so funny because I do a lot of shopping on Reverb and I feel like now that I'm out here, everything I want is back at, like Dave's Guitars and La Crosse. And I'm like, why didn't I, go to Dave's more when I live by it? Or Willie's in St. Paul.
Especially bicycles. It turns out buying a bike, it's just so, like Minneapolis is one of the biggest like bike cities. It's like, I think it's either that or Vancouver every year that is always voted the most bike friendly city.
Yeah. I think, wait, did you say Vancouver?
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure I think Portland and Minneapolis usually vie for like number one.
Well, that would make sense. It's kind of that culture.
I must say the bike trails in Los Angeles leave a little bit to be desired.
Yeah, not great.
But it's amazing for driving around. You can get anywhere and have a car, so that's nice.
Yeah. So somebody asked, is there a story behind the ship that's on the bookcase?
I don't know. One of you guys sent it in.
Yes, this was sent to us by one of you guys for the shelves. It's always a daily adventure to go to the post office and see if somebody sent us a new book for the shelf or something strange like this. And this is maybe one of my favorite things that we ever...
I know, it's really pretty, and like I love like tiny versions of anything, so
Yeah, it's so detailed. It looks handmade.
yeah.
I mean, it has to be, obviously. So that's awesome. And then somebody asked, what was the other? Oh, are you a Trekkie? I'm sure you can tell by the
Are you a Trekkie?
fact that I displayed that Star Trek book so proudly. Yes, very much a Trekkie. I love Star Trek. I love not all sci-fi, but I love many works of sci-fi, and that's probably always going to be at the top of my list. How do you like the 405? Not very much, although better during these times.
Yeah.
That's a highway in LA for anyone who's not familiar. It's always busy. What is the P.O. box number?
I think
It's new, so I don't have it memorized. It's like 251705. Actually, that's what it is.
Wow.
251705, Los Angeles. 90025.
Just send it to Los Angeles and it'll find its way there.
That's what it is. Have you ever read any Haruki Murakami? Yes. What is that? 1Q8.
Oh, 1Q8. I always say IQ, but it's 1Q.
Yeah, this is 1Q84.
Yeah.
I read that a while ago, kind of in a daze, because I was in the middle of a lot of other reading for college, for school, and that was a heavy book. It took me a while to get through that one. Is that an Avalon VT 737 cup table? Well, technically, it's within a rack. There's a rack.
We use it too, but it makes a really great cup holder. Yeah.
There's a rack protecting it. It's fine. Thoughts on The Last of Us 2? Well, Tony hates video games.
Yeah, I'm out for this question.
But I am a huge fan. I know it's a divisive game, and like a lot of people didn't like the choices they made, but I thought it was beautiful. It was difficult, it was challenging, it made me feel many feelings, and it was probably one of the best games I've ever played. So I just love everything Naughty Dog puts out. How did we meet, Tony? Barry Miller wants to know. Are we self-taught or have formal music training?
Which one do I answer first?
How did we meet?
Okay. Through a mutual bass player friend at the U of M, Chris Weberg, who now has a baby and a farm and horses and breeds dogs, and so he's not in our band anymore, but through Chris.
Yeah.
So.
Chris introduced us, and then formal music training. None for me. I took a few lessons when I was 15, took some guitar lessons.
And I don't know. I started taking lessons pretty young. And then I kind of continued those for a long time. I can't remember the years now. And then a little bit in college, but I didn't like major in music or anything like that. So yeah, I would say I had formal training for sure.
What did you major in?
I majored in environmental science, conservation and resource management, with an emphasis on soils.
So you were envisioning a career where you were like a park ranger?
Yeah, I basically just wanted to live in the woods and get paid to do it. So I thought that would be the route to go. And it changed a lot, but I can still run off to the woods when I want, so it worked out.
Less so here. Although there are a lot of beautiful things we can run off to here.
Yeah, that's true. What was your vision? I know you worked in publishing, but what was your end goal? Was that?
I was an English major, and I did work in publishing for 2 years before I quit to do music. Yeah, I think the end goal was either to stay in publishing, maybe try to work my way up and work at a really cool publishing outfit, or go back and get my PhD and become like an English professor. I think that would have been, that's what I was picturing. But then music sort of sidetracked me in the best possible way.
Yeah.
So here we are.
Yeah, music's way better.
What was your favorite venue to play outside the United States?
Oh, man.
Says Robert.
Did you have a favorite venue?
I really enjoyed playing I know I'm not going to say, I'm saying it the like dumb English American way, but Cologne, Germany.
Yeah.
Köln.
Yeah.
That venue, I can't now remember the name of it, but there was a really cool venue.
Wasn't it like club something? Was there club?
No, that was in Prague.
Okay.
Yeah. But Yeah, that was just so awesome, and the crowd there was so great. There are just so many. It's impossible to narrow it down. So many cool places we've been able to play.
I think mine, just for like uniqueness, is probably that like ridiculous like semi-trailer that we ended up playing by somehow. I don't know how we ended up in that semi-trailer, but like it was packed to the gills. Like no one could move. We had to like organize like a train of people passing chairs down to get them out so we could fit everyone in. It was probably hands down the hottest show I've ever played in the tiniest space, but the audience was incredible and like was totally into it, even though they were like packed in like sardines, and I had so much fun there, even though it was just like total impromptu. It was amazing.
I think it was called the Mobile Blues Club.
Yes, and that's a really apt name for it because it looks like you could probably just drive away with it.
Yeah, in Hamburg, Germany. It was crazy. We pulled up and we were like, "Where's the venue?" All I see is this truck, this like trailer. It was awesome. What is our favorite venue in the States? Jess wants to know. There's just so many. It's so hard to.
Let's just pick one.
Okay.
Go.
You go.
Okay.
Probably something in Minneapolis, like the 331 Club.
I think 331 Club's up there for me. First Ave, obviously, just because like growing up in the Midwest, that's kind of like a holy grail of a room to play. And then I'm also gonna throw the 930 Club in Washington D.C. in there because that room is amazing.
You played there with Lissy, right?
Yeah. It's a super cool room.
And you wear the T-shirt all the time.
Yeah,
930 Club.
I rock that all the time.
That's awesome. Question for either one: why did you change the word slightly to Moon River in your video? I don't think it made the song better or worse, but I'm just wondering why. Gordon asks. Probably because I messed up the lyrics. I'm gonna guess that's why. I don't usually change the words on purpose, or I had a version of the lyrics that I learned from, that was maybe not right. So that's probably why. Any aspiration to play Red Rocks? Of course.
Oh yeah.
I think everyone has that aspiration. What's your favorite adventure you've taken together? We've been on so many adventures.
Yeah.
Maybe the Grand Canyon was one of my favorites when we went there to shoot a video.
That was cool. At the end of that last Europe tour, you weren't really into climbing, and I made you climb those sea stacks because I wanted to do something cool before we left. So we went sea stack climbing in Ireland, and there's this like crazy guy. It's just one guy that runs it, and I think he's like kind of the sea stack climber like in the world. His name's John something. He just runs this little operation. You show up. It seems kind of sketchy. You like give him money in cash only, and then he takes you out and he paddles you out in this little dinghy like off the Atlantic coast.
Sounds like it's gonna end in us being murdered.
I know. I thought we were. I was like, this is it. Like, hopefully, at least it's a good story. And then he just like himself like free climbs up to the top of the sea stack, and then hooks up all his climbing gear, and you just spend the day out like on the ocean climbing rocks.
Yeah, I was not good at climbing, it turns out.
Yeah, I'm not that good either, but
no
still
surprise.
a good time.
Yeah, but it was a lot of fun. I got to work on my upper body strength. Congrats on 2K subs. Thank you. Awesome. When I first posted a couple of videos to this channel back in like 2007, I posted them really just thinking like my aunt and a friend of mine and my dad, the people I was specifically posting a song for them to hear, and did not think anybody else would see them. So it's cool that it is spread and people are enjoying the music. When did you first hear the Dillards? You discovered the Dillards.
Yeah, just being in a bluegrass band. I think our bass player in that band used to sing Dooley. That was kind of his anthem. So I've been a Dillards fan since high school, basically. And they seem super cool. They like have been really friendly to us and like reached out and like shared our cover and everything. And I'm just a huge fan. I just love all their stuff. And I think it was like super innovative at the time too, or really any time for bluegrass music. Like the sounds they were doing using electric instruments and just like being totally rock and roll. It was super cool.
Yeah, it's really cool to get the stamp of approval from the person you cover. It's like covering a song is an act of sort of tribute and admiration, and you never really expect to hear back from the person that created the thing that you love so much that you needed to cover it. So that was really cool that they reached out and said they liked it. How's your running going? It was going well, and now it's not. I'm like afraid to go running. I'm afraid of going outside my house until everything is safe. I do go out, but I'm trying not to. I'm trying to do my part to not, spread whatever is going around. We know what's going around. COVID-19. I just don't. I feel like so much of our lives are taken up by this stupid thing, and I like to pretend like it doesn't exist. Let's see. What else you guys got? Do you guys have what are like any albums you're listening to now? Like newer albums?
What have I been listening to? What's that Secret Sisters album they just released? Saturn Returns?
Yeah, that's probably the one that I've been really into.
It's really good. That Mac Miller one that was released recently. I've been really enjoying that one actually a lot.
Yeah. Posthumously too.
Yeah,
after
yeah.
he passed away.
What was it? What is it called? Good Times? I can't remember.
Could pull it up on Spotify, but
yeah. And then what else? Thundercat has some new stuff I've been listening to. What else? I don't know.
guilty pleasure pick.
Guilty pleasure pick. I don't know. Probably Taylor Swift.
Oh, you love Taylor Swift. She's not even that guilty of a pleasure, though.
I think she's pretty guilty for me.
Favorite or like beer and whiskey recommendations? Pendleton. We were at Pendleton once. The Pendleton whiskey place.
They make it like for the rodeo, right?
Yeah.
Pendleton whiskey is super good.
It's really good. It's really smooth.
I think Knob Creek's probably my go-to. And for beer lately, because it's local now, I guess, I've just been doing Lagunitas.
But I would recommend Surly. If you're ever through in a place where they serve Surly, that's a Minneapolis beer that I think is great.
Yeah.
And then Deschutes. Deschutes is like probably one of my favorite breweries, if not my favorite. Favorite podcast? I think lately, Tony and I have been listening to this Dolly Parton podcast when we were on tour. Anyway, we were listening to that in March. And it's all about Dolly Parton and kind of the history of her. There's a lot of Dolly actually talking, and it's just so charming, and she's so interesting. Just such a, I don't know, firecracker. I just love her so much.
Yeah, she's one of those people that you can listen to talk for like an entire day, and it doesn't matter what she says. If she's just reading the phone book, she's just like has a great personality and a great voice.
Yeah, totally. A couple more questions or thoughts or whatever you guys want to share. This doesn't have to just be a Q&A. Two-hearted, somebody says. Jess says. Beer. That's definitely. Is that your number one? That might be.
Maybe like overall, yeah.
Yeah. Bella's Two-hearted. Tim wants to know what kind of guitar is your favorite guitar?
Just because I like avoiding I like them all because that's always a cop out. But that would probably be my real answer. I'm just gonna go with Martin D28 because it's such a classic. Or probably the D28. I'm gonna go with that final answer.
Cool. Mine is probably just the Martin I have, too. The 0015 M mahogany. Somebody wants to know. Michael wants to know, what is your favorite song you ever wrote? That's actually really a hard question. Sometimes it's none of them. Sometimes it's like I'll wake up and hate everything I've ever written. And other times I'll like a song for a while and then I'll sort of look back on it and not like it as much. But I think right now I would have to say the one that I maybe enjoy playing the most is Bernadette.
Yeah, I like Bernadette a lot. I think my favorite original of yours is probably Edge of the Universe.
Oh.
That's really masterfully written.
Thank you. We got a request for that one, actually, but we didn't get to that one. Maybe
I'm almost like afraid to play it. I don't want to like mess it up. Be the one to like ruin the song.
Aw. Well, I mess it up all the time, so that's fine. Is that a Superphonic on the shelf?
Oh my God. Who's calling this stuff out? Good eye. Yeah, that is a Ludwig Superphonic.
Oh, up there, yeah. I was like, did we put a drum on our book?
No. Yeah. I've been really loving that too. Hopefully it makes an appearance in one of the videos soon. Still kind of, well, it's tricky when you have like people that live around you, you know. For that reason, I miss living in a smaller town. But yeah, whenever the neighbor's gone, I can bust out a drum.
You're really considerate about that, I have to say.
I think he actually is a drummer, so it's probably fine. But
He's probably fine.
Yeah.
Let's see. Does Tony write?
I do. I mostly write instrumentals because I'm, you know, that's my kind of bread and butter. It is my goal to finally put out an EP. I shouldn't even say it this year, but I have a few originals in the works, so they should hopefully be coming out soon. And I will post them on my YouTube channel when I get them out there.
You should check out what's already on there, though. There's some really cool songs. And then we have one of Tony's on ours, Wet Pavement, on this channel. Dirty Work with Trevor was cool.
Oh, yeah.
Are you guys Dan fans? Absolutely.
Yeah, definitely. How can you not be? I'm hoping to get Trevor on board for some stuff coming up, too. So I'd rather be there in person with him. Maybe I'll head back eventually, but if not, we'll do some remote collaborations.
Jeffrey wants to know, has Raina ever lost her temper? It would be surprising. I just did before the stream.
Actually, like just before this, yeah. That was like the first time I've seen that in a long time.
Yeah. And it wasn't at Tony, it was at the streaming service. I was very angry. Some choice words were said.
Actually, the other time I think that I saw you get that angry was like before I even like knew you that well, and you came to a show and you were like so hungry. Remember? And like you're like, I just need a fucking pizza. But I haven't seen that like since then.
Yeah. No, I'm like, I like to think I'm pretty even.
Yeah,
so are you. I feel like we make a good touring team because we don't get at each other's throats very often.
I was shocked though. I was like, I didn't know that you were capable of anger.
Well, like blood sugar, you know, you get like when your blood sugar drops, it's easy to get angry. Let's see. Edge of the Universe would be a good song to play next live stream. We should totally prepare for the next one. We all say those choice words from time to time. That's makes me feel better. Well, I mean, yeah, I say more choice words in real life than I do on the screen because I know not everybody appreciates it. Edie Brickell cover? We've never done one. Be interesting.
I think I only know the one, whatever that one was that was on the radio. But I think she like played or like sang with the Dead a couple times or something. Or there's some like Dead connection. Yeah.
Interesting.
I'll have to look that up again when we finish this stream.
There's so many connections to the Dead that I'm always surprised by.
Yeah, I could pretty much say that about anyone, and I'm sure I'd probably be right.
Somebody pointed out, I think on Crowdcast in the comments that, or in the question section, that like Sugary was actually written by Elizabeth Cotton.
Or it wasn't like the same version, but I think that's where they got it from.
Yeah, that word sugary, shake it sugary.
Yeah.
And then
we should play that song.
We
that
should.
Version. Yeah.
We should. Like the Elizabeth version?
Yeah.
That'd be cool.
Yeah.
Jason Isbell, like him too. I would totally do some Jason.
All right.
Oh, how are the guys doing? Bandmates.
I think they're all doing well.
They're having a hard time, like most musicians are, because like those guys, they don't have a YouTube channel necessarily, so they play shows. That's their way of life, and when you can't play shows, there's really not much you can do as a musician. I think they're trying to do like Skype lessons and stuff, but
yeah, hopefully we can get them out as soon as shows start again and play some full band stuff, because it's been way too long, and I really miss them, and hope to have the power of the full band behind us sometime soon.
Yeah, and maybe we'll do more of those, like, I don't know how you guys felt about the collaboration video we did recently with those guys, some of those guys.
Yeah.
Where it's like everybody's in a different quadrant of the screen and we all play the same song, but we're not like in the same room. Yeah. I enjoyed putting it together, so hopefully people enjoyed it. We'd love to do more of those. Maybe a couple more questions and then I think we should probably wrap it up. What's your favorite Beatles song?
Oh man, all these like impossible to answer questions. I'm gonna go with Strawberry Fields.
Ooh, good choice. Right now, it's Honey Pie for me.
Oh yeah,
I know it's like really sugary, kind of saccharine, but I love it. I love the melody. Would like to hear Tony play the guitar section of Hotel California. That's funny because I have been playing that song a lot because I wrote a parody to The Last of Us 2, a parody song, and I can't post it because of copyright issues. So I'm looking into a way that if there's any way I can post this parody song of Hotel California. But it turns out like the Eagles are notorious for being really protective of their copyright.
I think the Eagles are maybe the worst for letting copyright stuff fly.
Which makes sense, you know?
Yeah.
One of the legacy bands. But one of these days, I'm going to put that out. And if we can't do that, then maybe we just need to do a good old-fashioned cover of Hotel California, or both, or something. Yeah. I think you're probably a little sick of that song. I love it, but...
I could maybe get used to it again, or get unused to it again. I don't know how I would unhear that song. But
yeah, it's hard to, like, hear it for the first time when you've heard it so many times on the radio. But one more little question or thought from you guys. Posted on Instagram TV. I tried that, but even there, it just gets immediately muted. Like, it doesn't even go out to people's feeds. So, more parodies, says Chase. I love writing parodies. I don't do it very often, but when I do, I really enjoy it. And I usually end up not posting them, usually for copyright issues. So, I have to figure that out. Do you have to pay for the rights to the songs you put out on YouTube? No, that's a complicated thing. We used to just put them out and hope for the best, and sometimes they get flagged and taken down. But now we actually have a channel manager on YouTube that goes in and like fine tunes the settings, and I don't even know what they do. They like apply for the rights or something. Yeah. They make it so that we can do covers and that we get like a portion of the ad revenue, and then the other portion goes to the original copyright holder. So it's a win-win for everybody.
Yeah, I think these days most artists don't mind being covered because it's just income for them on top of what they already have.
Right. Has anyone parodied us? No, people have covered us, but nobody's parodied. That'd be fun.
Someone should do it. Yeah, I'd love to hear it.
Be careful what you wish for, I guess. Okay, we should end on like a positive note. Maybe I'll just say thank you so much for joining us, and thanks for dealing with the hiccup with Crowdcast and coming over and finding us on YouTube. And next time we'll have learned a lot from this first one. They'll just keep getting better every time, and had a lot of fun with you guys today. So thank you so much for tuning in.
Yeah, and we'll probably do another one of these soon. So keep an eye out for that, and hopefully we'll see you back here then.
Thank you guys so much. See you next time. Now I'm going to awkwardly try to figure out how to end this stream while you guys still hang out. All right, here we go. See you guys.